Hi guys, I have another Copic coloring and card tutorial for you today. We are going to color this very cute Charlie with Lantern by Little Blue Button Stamps. Charlie is definitely my favorite character of all the Little Blue Button Stamps characters. She's adorable. As you can see, I'm using another sort of skin color today. I'm using a more yellowish, which fits better for Asian skin. So I'm trying to get her a little bit more towards the Asian spectrum of the colors, if you could say that. I'm going to pair that color together with some sea grays and some blue to get that cold little bluer black hair. I actually had hair like that once. It was a black with blue streaks. I really liked it. But well, I'm not gonna talk a lot right now. I'm gonna leave you with the sped up coloring and some music, and I'll get back to you when I start making the card. I'm starting with a card base, which is Nina Desert Storm. It is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and I'm scoring at 4.25 to make a A2 standard card base. And then I'm start doing the layers, which is made from Simon Says Stamp Dark Chocolate cardstock, and I'm cutting it at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. I'm also cutting another piece of chocolate cardstock that is at 5 3/8 by 2 1/8. I'm using pattern papers, which I sadly don't know where they come from. They're from an old Simon Says Stamp card kit from 2013. This cardstock is first cut at 5 1/4 by 4, and then I'm cutting the flowering paper to 5 1/4 by 2 inches. Then we are going to do our sentiment. We are going to use the apothecary labels from Simon Says Stamp and the coordinating stamp set. I have cut it out of this kind of crafty speckled marbled paper, and we are going to heat emboss that with Ranger Gold. I'm going to use this stamp from the stamp set, and we're also gonna add some of that Versamark on the character with a pen, and heat emboss that in gold too. So we have gold everywhere. But before we are doing our heat embossing, I'm using a heat embossing tool from EKSS to remove kind of static and the fats from your fingers, so that the embossing powder only lands on our Versamark. I'm using here the Versamark pen. It has the same ink as my Versamark pad, so it's all sticky and everything, and works perfectly to heat emboss. You can use this pen just like I'm doing, directly on a project, or if you stamp a stamp and it doesn't stamp completely, you can fill it in. It's a very good pen to use for details on any projects. Now they are all heat embossed, and if you want to get that powder off, you can always just wipe it with a dry cloth. I'm using my thumbs. Now it's time to put the whole card together. I'm using a non-runner tape runner from Crafter's Companion, which I really like, and then I'm just layering the different papers on top of each other. On our images, I'm using the 3M Scotch foam tape because I really like it. It's very good to cut down, and you get long strips for the bigger parts, and you can get small strips for your characters, so they will all be set down and not dip in the middle. We're then taking the card and put it on the card base. But we are not completely done there. We are going to use some rhinestone from Basic by Papercraft, and I'm using 3 different sizes, and we're going to have like a little burst coming out from our sentiment. I'm using 7 crystals because there's something magical about using an uneven amount of accessories. And that was the card for today. If you like it, please thumbs it up. It means a lot to me. If you have any questions, just comment down below. Down below you can find links to all the materials, and also a link to my blog with more photos. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!